Hello, little people. Welcome to another episode of Miss Erica's Crazy Costume Catastrophe. This week, Miss Erica is dressed like an old lady because the author of Hebrews talks about people who are very old and lived a long time ago who had faith in Jesus. Okay, whippersnappers, let's get started. This week, be sure to read Hebrews 11 together as a family. Remember, we don't know when Hebrews was written or who it was written by, but we do know that it was written to Jewish people or Hebrews who had made Jesus their king. The author of Hebrews has been comparing all of these things and people from the Old Testament to Jesus. And they have been showing how Jesus was the best, most perfect version of all of these roles and things that are in the Old Testament. In Hebrews 11, the author switches themes a little bit and starts talking about faith. I got my friend Noelle to read to us from Hebrews 11, verses 1 and 2. While she reads, I'm going to draw the verse out for us on a piece of paper. Take it away, Noelle.
Hebrews chapters 11, verses 1 to 2. Faith is being sure of what we hope for. It is being sure of what we do not see. That is what the people of long ago were praised for.
The author of Hebrews is explaining what faith is. Faith is a Bible word that you probably only hear used like in church. You probably don't say faith when you're playing soccer with your friends or talk about faith when you're in your Zoom class at school. But faith is very important. And so the author of Hebrews first tells us what faith is, and then they go on to tell us a bunch of stories from the Old Testament about people who lived a long time ago who had faith in God. Faith is hoping and believing in something you cannot see, and also doing or acting on that hope and belief, even if you can't see it. So think about it like this. I have a chair here, and I can't see it, but I'm hoping and believing that it's there, and I'm acting on that hope and belief by sitting down. The author of Hebrews is trying to explain that this is what our faith in Jesus should look like. We should hope and believe that Jesus is good, even if we can't see him and even if we can't see what he is doing. And that hope and belief should cause us to act, to do or say things, because we have hope and belief that Jesus is who he says he is. You know, the Jewish people that this book was written to lived during a very difficult time in history. It was not easy to make Jesus your king. There were a lot of people who felt threatened by the people that were following Jesus. They were worried that their political power or their religious power would be taken away, and so they would capture people who had made Jesus their king, put them in jail, beat them up, and sometimes even kill them just because they had made Jesus their king. We see a lot of this happening in the book of Acts to people that have made Jesus their king. So the author of Hebrews wants these people to remember that even if you can't see Jesus, even if you can't see what he is doing, you need to have faith, to hope and believe that Jesus is who he says he is, and then to act on that faith, even if you can't see what he's doing. Sometimes we cannot see what Jesus is doing either. Maybe you see stuff on the news or even in your own family or neighborhood that is hard or scary. Maybe sometimes you've noticed that it's not always easy or safe or comfortable to make Jesus your king. But the author of Hebrews wants you and me to remember too, that when we have faith in Jesus, when we hope and believe that he is good, even when we cannot see what he is doing, that faith should cause us to act, to do or say things to promote Jesus' kingdom, not because we actually see what he's doing, but because we have hope and belief that he is good whether we see it or not. This week, we're going to make a science craft. You're going to need a toilet paper roll, some kind of tape. It doesn't have to be white. It can be Scotch tape, packing tape, big white duct tape, doesn't matter. Get some tape. And then you need something sharp, like a sharp pencil or a pen, okay? First, I want you to take the toilet paper roll and I want you to cover one side of it completely with tape. Then I want you to poke some holes in the top. Kids, be careful. Don't stab yourself with a pencil, okay? Parents, you might want to help if you're a little nervous, all right? But I want you to poke holes in the shape of a cross, okay? There's mine. Then I want you to take a minute and look through this. You can't really see anything. To be honest, it looks like tape with some holes in it. But then what's really cool is I want you to turn off the lights. Okay, once you're in the dark, you also need a flashlight, or you can just grab your parent's cell phone. And then I want you to point the flashlight inside the toilet paper tube. And then you can see it actually makes a cross. After you've done your little science experiment, spend some time as a family talking about a time that you had to have faith. You had to hope and believe that Jesus was good, even though you could not see what he was doing. All right, guys, it's been so fun hanging out with you. Thanks for watching another episode of Miss Erica's Crazy Costume Catastrophe. Okay, darling, because y'all are the bee's knees, we're gonna have one more family large group on Zoom on Sunday. Remember, you guys can wear your own costumes, so dump out your dress-up clothes or your swanky Halloween costumes, and I want to see you there 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. Remember, after that, we'll all be at Lake Acatink. You can find more information on our website, whatever that is. All right, guys, bye.